Okay, I'm in aperture priority mode and I have a bright background outside and I want to use flash to darken it. So I use exposure compensation, as you can see here, with the flash turned off, that as I decrease the exposure compensation, the background gets darker. Okay, and that's what I want to do when I turn the flash on. Okay, and look at the shutter speed, it's up to 1/500th. The problem with that is that the flash, it'll bump up against the flash sync speed, which is 1/200th of a second, so I can't go over 1/200th of a second. The other thing you're going to run into when you turn the flash on, watch what happens. I'm at 1/25th of a second at 4.5. And I turn the flash on, automatically goes to 200. That's because in aperture priority mode, it's two things are going to happen. It's automatically going to go to ISO 400 inside. And the other thing is it's going to increase the shutter speed by a stop. And in this case, it's too much. It's bumping up against the flash sync speed, and that's why it's blinking. So this is the Flash Sync Juggle. So you got to do one or two things. In this case, the first one I'm going to mention is to increase the aperture number. Okay, so I went to 5.56. It stopped blinking. Now I can take the shot. Okay, and there was my shot. Okay, so I want to darken the background like I did before, but look, it's bumping up against the flash sync at -1 exposure compensation. So again, I'm going to have to increase the aperture number. Okay, in this case, I'm going to increase the aperture number as I go up, 6.3, 7.1, 8.0, and I can take the shot again. So that's a negative one stop ambient exposure with flash. Okay, now I go -2, but then again I bump up against the flash sync speed of 1/200th. So again, I got to increase the aperture to f11. Stops blinking. There, the very dark background. Okay, compared to the initially. So that's one way, and the other way is to change the ISO. In this case, you want to decrease the ISO number. So, okay, I'm going back to 4.5 and getting that flashing 1/200th. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the ISO. Okay, so back at the 4.5 at 1/200th, it's blinking. So I need to change the ISO. That's the other way. So in this case, I'm going to drop it down to 200. No, I'm going to go 2 stops to 100. Okay, and look at the shutter speed. It has dropped down below 200 to 1/80th. And I can, at this point, I can go ahead and take the shot. This will be even background lighting, but it's showing you that changing the ISO will also fix the problem. And this is better known, what I call the Flash Sync Juggle. That's it. I'm Dave. David Likes Photography. Thanks for watching.